Pacquiao Art of Sports, right here with Manny Robles, Sergey Bohachuk? Bohachuk.
Yes.
Man, tell me, Sergey's coming back tomorrow. Looks in tremendous shape, man. What can you tell us going into this fight tomorrow?
He's ready. He's ready. He's always in the gym, always staying ready. You know, he's had a he just fought in July, and now it's nice to be back now in September and staying busy. You know what I mean? Expecting good things to come up after this fight. God willing, we get the W. You know, possibly get a shot at a world title next year at some point. So,
what's kind of your role as a trainer when a fighter loses? You know, the way Sergey lost last time, and then
it's heartbreaking. I mean, it's heartbreaking. It's emotionally, it could be, it's tough. But you learn more from your defeats than you do from your wins, as I always say. You make a mistake, you pay for it, and now you got to make sure that you learn from it, and you don't make the same mistakes again. You know what I mean? He was comfortably winning that fight, and you're pretty much walking with a unanimous decision. But the problem is with Sergey, he was at that time he was so used to knocking everybody out when he could have carried the fight and possibly move into getting a W by decision, but he was eager to get that knockout, and sometimes you just got to let knockouts get on their own, and opened up, made a mistake, and he paid for it, and it is what it is. Now this is his second fight after coming back after that defeat, and I think I want to say he's a better fighter now. He's matured, and defensively, we've made some adjustments, and you'll get to see that tomorrow night.
It's gonna be fun, man. Excited to see you back, Sergey. Gotta just take my real quick. Manny Pacquiao lost to Ugas. What do you think? What should be next for Manny?
Maybe retirement. I don't know. He's just gotta, that's a question that can only be answered by Manny himself and his coaching staff, and see where he wants to take it from here. As far as Ugas is concerned, he's on top of the world now. You know what I mean? I called it before the fight. I said, hey, Ugas is going to give him a run for his money. I never said he'd win, but he's going to definitely give Manny a run for his money, and he definitely did and came out on top.
Yeah, man. Big welterweight fight we just got announced yesterday. Crawford versus Porter, man. How does that play out?
I would have to favor Crawford, man. I mean, he's just pound for pound the best welterweight in the world, and or the best fighter in the world, if you want to put it that way. And I'm eager to see him get back in the ring and fight. Now, you can't take anything away from Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter's a very, very good fighter himself. He's giving everybody a run for their money, including Errol Spence. And so I can expect that once again from versus Crawford. But Crawford's a man of many trades, man. I mean, this guy can switch from southpaw to conventional, and nobody does it better than he can. He carries pop in the welterweight division. Skills pay the bills, and I just have to, you'd have to give it to Crawford.
You mentioned Crawford being the best pound-for-pound fighter. A lot of people would say Canelo is. He's also fighting in November against Caleb Plant. Just first, Caleb Plant, Canelo, how does that play out?
A good fight. You can't take anything away from either champion. We both know, Caleb Plant is also a world champion, and you have to respect him for that. And he's an undefeated fighter. He never tasted a defeat. So, here you have Canelo, that's on top of the boxing world right now. Pound for pound, one of the best fighters in the world, possibly. And it's gonna be a good fight. Styles make fights, man. And Caleb Plant, he's no pushover. I think Caleb's gonna give Canelo a run for his money as well. These are very highly competitive fights, man. Evenly matched fights, and that's what people want to see. But I would have to favor Canelo. Canelo, the stronger of the two, and just he's on top of the world right now, man. And I just don't see how anybody can defeat Canelo at this moment. No disrespect to Caleb, but it's just Canelo, man. Shit, he's just a different breed.
Yeah, he's on a roll right now.
He's
for
on
sure.
a roll.
Last one, I want to get your take on Wilder Fury 3 coming up in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's a good fight, man. I'm eager to see what Wilder's done. We know with all this time off and what type of adjustments he's been able to make, you know. And I always said he's got to go back to the mechanics and fundamentals, and I can see that him doing that now with his new coach. So I'm eager to see how he's going to display that in the ring, and not just only depend on power, you know, the big right hand, but I like to see him use his jab and box a little more for once. And I can expect. I honestly think we'll be able to see that come fight night. It's not gonna be the same. I don't think it'll be the same outcome, the same fight that we had Tyson Fury this last time around. You know, Tyson Fury is an incredible fighter, but I'm expecting something different from Wilder. I still favorite Tyson Fury. You're only as good as your last fight, man. But I just think it's going to be a more competitive fight all the way around.
There's a lot of variables coming in this one too, right?
Definitely.
Like Tyson got COVID. Yeah. And he had a new baby who was having some health issues. Now is healthy, thank God.
Exactly.
But that's obviously a lot on a man's mind, right? Kind of going in, and then you also give Wilder a little bit longer to kind of prepare, like you said, with the new trainer. So.
That doesn't hurt him, when he got that announcement that Tyson Fury got COVID. That might not be a bad thing for Wilder. You know, spend some more time in the gym to work on his fundamentals.
Yes, sir. Manny, tell the fans, man, where they can follow you. What else you got going on? Obviously, Sergey tomorrow, and I'm sure you're always busy, brother.
Yeah, we're busy. Yeah, well, obviously we have Sergey Bohachuk coming, fighting tomorrow night in the main event, and I have a up-and-coming prospect, Ahmed Ali Medina, fighting on Saturday in Bakersfield, PBC, and next week we'll be in London for the Usyk.
Oh, you're going?
Yeah, I'm going. I got a
Excellent.
kid fighting out there, Chris Millie fighting out there, on the big Usyk and Joshua card.
Excellent, good for Millie.
And I also have Saul Sanchez fighting in the main event next Friday, a week from this Friday in Oklahoma. He's got the main event on Showtime, so don't miss it, man. It's gonna be a big fight.
You got some good stuff
big step-up fight for Saul, and you know he's already ranked in the top 10 in the world, and this fight will get him one step closer to a world title opportunity.
Excellent, man. Oh, you mentioned Usyk, Joshua. Just real quick.
I got Joshua, man.
Joshua?
Got Joshua. I gotta go with my boy Joshua.
Too big?
Yeah. Too big. I mean, that's, you know what? I've always been a Joshua fan. Besides, you know, facing him with Andy Ruiz, as you know, and then Dominic Brazil. I was always admired Joshua. I've known him for a long time, way back in the amateurs. He knows us up, and he's always been a gentleman.
Yeah.
He's the epitome of the sport, what you call a gentleman inside and outside the ring. The way he carries himself, the way he works, and in defeat and in victory, this guy's a class act, man. I got nothing but the utmost respect for Joshua. I don't take anything away from Usyk. Usyk is an incredible fighter himself. But I'm a Joshua fan. What can I say, man?
Yes, sir.
I'm
Thank you, Manny.
Fan. You got it, brother.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Like that.
Sergey, best of luck tomorrow.